are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 23. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Nobody. It's us. Everything's gonna be okay. That's the episode number 23, and yeah, we're having a good time. Hopefully,
Says
you're not allowed to talk, buddy. You have to wait till Tim introduce you. All right, it's not gonna work. Tim, can you please introduce him really fast?
I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are joined by special guest, which is a YouTube content creator with over 17.5 million views, 128,000 subscribers, 301 videos. You can find him now on the West Coast playing a little bit of MagFed and Speedball. Originated on the East Coast. Home field was, I believe, Seabreeze. He's got his own merch. He's got his own thing going on. You can find him on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and he's killing it on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Nightmare PB. How's it going, buddy?
Hey,
Who dat?
Who dat?
Dad knew now. Dad knew now. Right.
Some douchebag.
He's like,
You're allowed to talk now.
Has my microphone been unmuted now? I'm free to speak, eh?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to go.
I'm good. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on, by the way. Long time listener, first time poster, first time sharer.
Of course. Yeah. We'll talk to you later about that.
That'll be behind the scenes.
That'll be behind the scene.
Stuff, yeah.
Before we get too far into this, though, I just want to say one thing. Paul, you jinxed me. The liquor store was open, but I didn't make it. So tonight I'm drinking water while my co-hosts and my guests get the drink.
What are you talking about? We're all drinking water, buddy. There's water in the bottle.
There's no water in my whiskey. Well, there's ice cubes.
There's ice cubes.
There's ice cubes. So,
how's it going, guys?
Seen you a long time. I think me and Tim, we saw you last time at D-Day last year.
Yeah, it's been that long. After D-Day, I kind of took a hiatus for I want to say 4 to 5 months, and then it
was a good time, but you kind of jinxed the whole season. So I have a theory, and the theory is that Nightmare is responsible for COVID-19. Right? He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing this year.
Sorry.
Right? And now nobody's playing this year, and he works with the military.
I just figured if I wasn't gonna play, nobody was gonna play. I'm sorry. I knew my season was gonna come to an end early, so I was like, all right. Well, I went to Wuhan, started this whole thing, and
that's why he couldn't play a couple months ago. He was traveling.
You better watch your Twitter account, buddy. Trump's going to be coming after you next.
As long as you set my promo codes, we're good.
The Nightmare virus. We're laughing about it, but that's really
it's nothing funny. Yes,
really.
If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, right? I mean, that's just the way a lot of things work in life. If you're not making fun of it, then you're just gonna sit home miserable and just completely hate your life. So you might as well just Yeah, people are get sick, people are dying, but you know what? Like, there's nothing I can do right now personally to save that, or you, or anybody else watching. So you might as well just laugh about it before you fall over.
We have to make the best out of a shitty situation, right?
Exactly, good sir. Exactly.
Yeah, but we're all right. Hopefully, everybody else is doing fine. I like to see a lot of people in the chat. Please, guys, like and follow the page. We're almost at 1,000. We're like 10 followers away, which is pretty good. That's only been a couple months for us. And of course, always share the podcast. So I'm going to start with the first question, and I'm going to show you guys some visuals. It's going to be some pictures around.
I didn't do it. No one saw me do it.
You yes,
can't do a goddamn
thing. So you guys, can you tell us more?
For 2 weeks.
Can you tell us more about this guy?
Who is that guy?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Is that you?
Yeah, actually, that is me. That's the original Nightmare with the Predlocks, which predate the Gillo dreads.
That's beautiful. Did somebody help you? Some professional help you create that beautiful?
Oh yeah, dude, that was well before Fiverr. You couldn't just pay someone $5 to Photoshop your stuff. You had to load up paint.net and figure out how to crop your own damn images.
Did you crop it with scissors and use a scanner to put it over another photo?
Yeah, that's brutal, man. Like, that is some old. Like, look at the ACU. Like,
but the Mags match is armband.
The pose, though. I mean,
man.
I mean, I'm gonna assume you have your left arm on your hip and you're kind of doing one of those like, "Hello, everybody."
Hey,
Come
guys,
see how
I'm actually up against a bunker in that picture, and I'm dumping a mag. I'm rocking like 14 D mags on me right there.
No shit.
Yeah,
but you went from this guy to this guy right here.
Ooh, who that?
Look at those hips.
Yeah,
girl.
Yeah, look at those hips. Eh?
Hey, I think
don't lie, they're totally different now.
Look, there he is on the right-hand side. If Brad Odell shaved his head, he'd be right there.
No. Well, basically, you've been playing paintball since 2015, has it? Because that picture.
One second. Hi, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my mom's in the chat. Legit.
Really?
That's awesome.
Tim, we made it. We made it. Because Brian's mom is saying if he's on the show, he must be successful now.
100, buddy. 100%.
Cheers to that.
Not a chance, dude. Not a chance.
Are you more, Nightmare on Twitch games or Nightmare paintball? Are you still Nightmare paintball? That's the first question.
See,
tough question right there.
That is. The entire 5 years that I was making, or that I have been making, 6 years now making YouTube videos, I've always wanted to be liked by everybody, right? So that's like one of my pet peeves about myself is I want to be liked by everybody, and so I'm always trying to be that super positive, super nice. People try to give people a hard, try to make it hard for people to pinpoint things that are wrong with what I do.
Yeah.
And in the end, that just drove me crazy.
Maybe that's the wrong thing.
That's exactly it. So on Twitch, if anybody watches me over there, it is like 100% the opposite of what you'll find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I am
night
cursing,
and day,
drinking, yelling, screaming,
cursing.
Yeah, cursing. Yeah, it's
keeping your kids away.
Yeah.
Kids away.
back up, guys. Back up,
guys.
Yeah, like
this. How does it feel being able to be like that? Do you like that better?
Yeah, actually, it's not bad. It's
you feel like you're free.
Like I have no obligation to be professional.
Yeah,
zero. Right. I mean, I don't have to be that super nice guy. Like I'm never gonna go drop in. Like me personally, I don't believe in attacking people or bringing people down. So you'll never find that from me. But it's so much easier to not have to be professional. Watch everything I'm saying.
That's
YouTube, like their algorithms that they run your videos now are crazy. They know when you bleep something. They're going to look for that cut audio. Yeah, 100%, man. So when YouTube was going more advertiser friendly and they're like, okay, we want less swearing, their algorithm was picking up drop-offs in your audio. So if you were like, you had this great audio going on and all of a sudden, the audio cut out, and they would know that was a swear word that was bleeped. So to get around that, I try not swearing on the field. I try to always cut that stuff out. Or
how do you do that? How do you not swear on the field? I've never understood that.
Oh, dude,
can you tell me your secret?
I don't want to hear the secret.
I mean, you know what? I feel like everybody can be professional.
It's less editing
in the staging area, but on the field, your true self comes out because you can't fake it on the field. You that killer inside of you is taking over. Do you know what I mean? So of course I'm gonna curse on the field. It's who I am.
Yeah.
But you're very nice. You're very professional in the staging area. On the field, are you a different person? That's my question.
I tend to think I'm the same person because in my mind I'm trying to. I know how much editing it takes to make a video, and honestly, I don't talk very much on the field. Yeah. Because generally when I'm playing, I'm by myself. I'm that lone wolf mercenary kind of guy. I'm the whole team's going this way. I'm that one guy going that way. So while everyone's distracted over here, I'm getting all these side shots on guys.
So who do you talk and be swearing around in the first place then, right?
Yeah, exactly. There. There's times where I'm like, my last video, for example, I had a chop.
Yeah.
And I pull the mag out and I literally go, fuck sakes. But in the video, I just what I do is I increase the volume of the music in that 1 second and then bring it back down. So
okay.
I mute the F word, but then I just kind of adjust it with other audio to confuse the algorithm a bit.
I delete the whole thing because there's no music louder than the words I'm saying sometimes. Tim knows there was a couple games, man. Me and Tim were playing. I think one was like Flag Raiders Battle Royale and one at PRG. we were like really doing well. It was like the last 15 minutes, and then I have like the worst first strike chop in my marker, and I lost my shit. And I had to literally completely delete a good 35-second in that video.
Because that was a good video.
Yeah, it was not the time for that. Yeah. So, and then when I cut that little piece and I'm shooting the first strikes are doing this.
Oh man, that drives me crazy.
Because all that paint is in the rifling of the barrel. So
you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking that, Brian, you're constantly working on your videos and doing stuff like that. So when you're watching your now correct me if I'm wrong, when you're watching your videos all the time, you see the swear and you're like, damn, I got to edit this in. I got to turn the music up a little bit more here. When you probably hit the field after doing so much editing, it probably just comes natural to you that you're like, okay, I'm about to swear. And it just goes off in the back of your head. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say this. Don't do that. And it just comes natural. And then after that, when you hit the field, it's probably just like every day, you're just not doing it.
I find it depends on my audience too, like who I'm with at that time. So if I'm with like Brad and Tuna and, my core group of guys, the MSOB guys.
Shit's flying out.
Oh, dude, we are just cursing up a storm. We are like the East Coast Northern Mercenaries, right? We just we just let it go. But when being out here, I don't have that core group of friends yet, so I'm kind of it's just kind of me by myself. So I'm a little bit more quiet. I'm not yelling out and being as obnoxious. Also, I noticed the stream's a little laggy there on Facebook, guys.
For us?
Yeah, I saw some guys talking about that.
Yeah, I seen everyone else was saying no. George was asking if it was lagging, but I seen Colin and a few guys were saying no. And I'm checking it out here on mine, and it's looking pretty good over on my side.
Maybe it's just mine. Mine's broken.
Either way,
it's that West Coast connection.
That West Coast connection.
West Coast connection. I have a question for you. So I remember when I first discovered your channel, because I was, watching Alabasta Slim and all those guys, and I started watching your stuff, and you were at like 16,000 subscribers. Not even kidding, dude. You were like 50,000 a week later.
100,000.
15 minutes later, you were 100,000. I was like, how the hell did this guy did that? I know how you did it, but because you work your ass off, right? Can you tell the viewers how did you do that?
I remember watching his countdown.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that countdown, right? I had the countdown going closer. Yeah, it was like one sub away, and then it just like dropped. I was like, oh, come on, man. But yeah, the stream's looking good now. But besides the point, excuse me. Honestly, the trick is it was reaching an audience outside of paintball.
Yeah,
that is it. So where my videos really took off is where the paintball fails. Okay. The reason why my channel blew up the way it did, nobody cares about first-person videos. They don't. We all play paintball.
You've seen them all.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people out there who do care. They want to watch, like, oh, I need that adrenaline rush. And you can provide that by telling a story through a video, which I try to do. Every video, I try to tell a little bit of a story. But honestly, it was the paintball fails. I was getting views from Fail Army, from Break.com. I was all those views were just piling in, and I was watching the sub counts rise and rise and rise. And that can be seen now in the videos I'm producing. I can put out a first-person video, and it's going to get roughly, depending on how clickbaity it is, of course, because
20,000.
The internet runs on clickbait.
50. Yeah,
100%. Like my last video, it's only got like 5,000 views on it. And it's like, okay, whatever. But if you start throwing clickbait in there, you can get up to like 20,000. Your view time goes up and all that good stuff. But if I post a fail video, boom, it skyrockets.
Yeah, people like to see those fails.
The trick is reaching an audience outside of paintball. And I've reached a lot of airsofters who are like, dude, I'm watching airsoft here. I'm like, no, you're not watching airsoft. This is MagFed paintball. Google it.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was the whole trick. And Barker, me and him talk like crazy. He's actually one of my biggest motivating factors right now. Like me and him talk almost on a daily basis because obviously he sees me kind of like slowly wanting to taper off. He's like, no, man, you can't taper off. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. But he took the paintball fails idea and just went with it. And I'm so proud of him. And I tell him this almost every day. I'm like, I'm so glad you created shenanigans. Like you took the fails idea and you just ran with it. Like if I would have did that like 3 years ago, I would be in the same place. But I was like, my heart wasn't in the fails. It was more, I love the first person videos. I grew up watching Wolf. Well, I didn't grow up, but my paintball self grew up watching Wolf, and Slim, Hedgehog. And I was like, that's what I want to do. That is the kind of content I want to create.
Can I ask you something?
Absolutely. Good, sir.
Okay. So is it paintball that wants to see those failed videos, or is it YouTube? I'll be 100%. I'll be honest with you. I don't care much for shenanigans and failed videos, because the best shenanigans for me are the shenanigans that me and Tim and other guys, we create ourselves on the field. I don't really get a lot of, I'm not hurting anybody's feelings here. I'm sorry. No. I don't get a lot of laughs from other people's shenanigans, because the shenanigans that I watch on YouTube are nothing compared to shenanigans that I do with my guys on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
We're doing some wild shit.
Colin's in the chat. He can verify that right now.
Exactly. Friendly fire. Colin will be a ref. We lit his ass up. That's what we do. We do it really like on another level than shenanigans with Barker. We do it on a whole different level. Like we might, if we were in the UK, we'll be in jail by now. Right? So, but that's just nice Canadians, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is Barker getting YouTube views, or is he getting paintballer views?
I can't tell you. I don't have access to his analytics.
That's the question.
Yeah, honestly, I would say it's a mixture of both. So he's appealing to MagFed, Speedball, Rec Ball, everything, and as well as the fail videos that drive YouTube. Yeah, and that he's nailed it 100%. He's hit all the major points. So I think it's a mixture of both. He's probably got people coming in from other fail videos feeding into his. I can tell you right now, when I used to put out the best paintball fail series, even bonus ball, I could go dive into my analytics and see which videos were driving my view counts. And it was other fail videos. Those, girl falls off scooter. You got 3,000 views from that video. Seriously? And these are people going like, oh, wow, I haven't played paintball in 20 years. Where's your hopper? And then you got to kind of explain that whole situation and whatnot. But like, that is where I got the majority of my views when my channel really blew up. And it was fantastic. I want to say, like, if you want to make it big on YouTube, you have to get out of the first person videos.
That's
like
true.
I said to Chris,
or take it and do something else with it. Everybody's doing first person videos. And
you see one, you've seen them all.
Exactly. I can't even watch my own videos, because by the time I'm done editing it, I'm sick of watching it.
I hear you.
100%.
Well, a couple of weeks ago when Chris did his video, his loadout video, he was like, man, I got so many views and so many likes and all that quicker than any other video. I'm like, that's because it's different. Like when you go watch people's loadout videos or review videos, it seems like those the numbers go right up way quicker than any other video. And that's what I said to Chris.
For my channel,
got good editing skills and stuff like that. And I said, if you were to do more review videos and stuff like that, I think his channel will just blow up even faster than it has.
Oh, 100%, man. Like I've already got a list here on my my secondary or third monitor, I should say, of all the reviews I want to do. And I'm actually going to probably transition from majority first person videos over to reviews, because, well, A, we're quarantined. B, I mean, I could spend 8+ hours working on a video. And that's maybe, an hour a night, 2 hours a night, or even a whole session. I'll sit down for 8 hours straight and be like, hey, this is my job today. I'm editing a video from start to finish. And, when I see that payoff and I see that I made $5 on that video, I'm like, now why did I spend 8 hours making that video for $5 when I could make a how to mod your box mag video, and suddenly you've got 40, 50,000 views and ad revenue out the ass coming from that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard you say before too that you've spent many hours putting together a video and you were like, this is going to do great. This is going to do great. And it didn't do a third of what you thought it would do. Then I've heard you say you've made a quick video, whipped it up, threw it together real quick on YouTube, and it went through the roof.
Yep. 100%.
That's crazy how that happens.
It's so weird. And honestly, I think that is why Alabaster Slim, Hedgehog, myself, we've all tapered off. Yeah. Because we love what we do. We want to keep putting out those amazing videos, because that's what we're trying to give everybody else a perspective of how we feel on the field.
Yeah.
Hedgehog feels like he's in World War II.
Yeah.
I feel like a mercenary, cutting through the bush, taking out my targets one shot at a time, and so on and so forth. But when people don't want to watch that, why would you want to invest hours upon hours to not get the results that you want? Whether it be money, whether it be views, whether it be the notoriety from doing it, if you're not getting what you want out of it, your passion is going to die off. I hit all my goals, 100%. Every goal I've had in paintball and YouTube, I've hit. I've wanted to play internationally. I've played down in the States. I'm happy with that. For 3 months straight, I was the #1 most watched paintball channel on YouTube before I got demonetized.
Chris and I talked about that.
That was a huge goal of mine. Nailed it. I got my silver play button. You know, it's supposed to be on the wall behind me, and it's actually rather dusty. But you know, I got my silver play button. You know,
hey, do you want to
fingerprints in that all over it?
Yeah, it's been sitting on my desk like this, just collecting dust.
It looked like white powder. I can see white powder. What's that?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what keeps them up at night editing.
But originally it was sitting over here, but then I realized people could see my monitor.
Going it.
Oh shit!
But here. So I just want to tell the viewers, why am I asking about subscribers and stuff? Because YouTube, social media is the only way that people can actually promote paintball. There's no other way. There's no other effective way today, right? So people like Nightmare, like Alabaster Slim, like Barker, like Hedgehog, when they make a video and X number of people watch it, that's marketing right there. And those guys are responsible for bringing a lot of people to the sport. Like when I saw Alabaster Slim, I wanted to do videos, but I also wanted to play MagFed because of him.
Guilty.
And I know Nightmare too, and I know even Tim. We all got that influence from some player somehow. Yep. But
I got mine from Rambo.
Rambo.
I watched First Blood, man. I'm pumped. I just couldn't wait and I heard paintball. No, I agree, man. Like seriously, yeah, I agree with you.
So that's why we're asking about this stuff. But here's the question: if Shenanigans and Fails are bringing the big numbers to paintball videos, what about Airsoft? They're still doing FPS videos. They're still getting 500,000, 1.2, 3 million views. And MagFed, okay, sorry guys, we're not a MagFed show, but this is what people want to watch today. If they want to watch paintball, they're watching for the most part MagFed, and then some NXL or whatever. Yeah. But for the most part, is Ragdoll and MagFed. So airsofters are still getting those crazy numbers, but for paintball, we're not getting even close to that. What do you think the reason is?
Oh, that is a very easy question to answer, man. The division in paintball is way too high. Nobody can settle for the fact that everybody plays differently.
Yeah.
Paintball in everybody's mind can be something different. If you want to go LARP, you can do that. If you want to go play MagFed, you can do that. If you want to compete in a tournament, you can do that. If you want to compete in a MagFed tournament, you can do that. But what does the entire paintball community do? They just completely shit on everybody else's style of play, saying what you do is stupid. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And because I don't understand it, I'm not going to even try to, and I'm just going to bash it instead. And then you have the division of, again, First Strike coming into the mixture. Oh, well, First Strikes hurt more. Well, the science has been proven that it doesn't. But people will not open their eyes to that. And that is completely cool. And that is why paintball will never, ever, ever reach the point that Airsoft is. I'm sorry, but Airsoft is bigger worldwide than paintball is. And paintball will never reach it. It breaks my heart.
What do you think about, Chris? What do you think about that?
No, I believe that paintball as a sport is bigger, but I think Airsoft on social media, YouTube is way bigger. But we still have more numbers. We still have more fields than Airsoft. That's my opinion. But their industry is a little bit different as well.
It's cheaper.
If it's cheaper,
way cheaper.
And at the same time, if you're an airsofter, motivation is what keeps a lot of people going. For me, my motivation was just to reach a number, and that's it. And it was a very small number. So for airsofters, they could be career YouTubers. They can actually make a living. I mean, look at Novrich. This guy is selling his own markers now. We don't have anybody close to that in paintball. So there's no motivation for that. And the support that you need to get from some companies is never there. You're never getting the right support that you need. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of these things cost a lot of money. Like,
so what do you think, Chris? I got to cut you off here before I forget.
All right.
With us being hit with COVID right now, we're all worried as paintballers that fields are going to take hits. We're going to lose some of our favorite fields maybe to go play on due to whatever's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're talking about airsoft being cheaper. How many of these paintballers do you guys really see leaving paintball when it starts? Because it's still going to be expensive. How many of these paintballers do you see now that are already leaving because they just want to check out airsoft? How many of them do you really think that we're going to see now leaving the sport to go to airsoft because it's way cheaper?
Yeah.
After COVID, when we can hit the field again.
Honestly, it's like the problem here is that I feel like people already are leaving because it's cheaper. You know, it depends who you are. If you're a speedballer and you're listening, who cares about MACFAT players? If you're a speedballer, a lot of MACFAT players have been switching to speedball. So you benefit from them, right? We all help each other out. Even if you don't like the other class, you do benefit from it. If Nightmare doing a MACFAT video, he's getting 2 million views, he's helping you as a speedballer because he might convince someone on YouTube to come play. And that person could be a speedballer. So I think we have been losing players to airsoft for sure, just because those guys want to play Milsim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would rather take up.
Honestly, man, it comes down to like what I think is people want to just go out and play Call of Duty in real life.
Yeah,
and what got me into paintball was Call of Duty. Yeah. I love the fast-paced action, and I still play Call of Duty almost every single day. I quit Call of Duty to play paintball because I weighed 250 pounds, and I was like, oh my God, I need something to do. That's a whole other story for a whole other time.
No, we'll talk about it later.
But 100%, people want to just go out, do something physical, and maybe shoot at somebody. Some people don't have deep pockets. You can go buy an airsoft gun, a low-end one for $100. Yeah. That might do you for a day. The field fees out here to go play airsoft for the day, I think, is going to run you, if you don't have everything, $60 for the day, and that's like 2,000 BBs included.
It's really cheap.
What's the price difference from out east playing paintball to out west playing paintball?
Astronomical.
Yeah,
Like I almost quit because of the price.
Wow,
100%.
It's expensive.
The mentality is different. Especially where I'm at, the place that you play treats you like a rental group every time you go. So you go, you stand in the line, you sign your waiver, you go over to the next line, you pay your price, you go over to your next line, you get what you ordered. But the price wise, for me to go play a day of paintball here is roughly $60 ish for one bag. That's my field fee. That's my
500
for 500 balls to go play for a day. $60 on the East Coast, no field fee, no air fee, no BS. $20. There's your bag. Come back when you're empty, and we'll give you another one for another $20. Seabreeze paintball for the win. And even like Hyper Sports paintball, the most that you were going to pay for a bag of paint was like $30, and that was for like your primo paint. Like that is like
same as up here,
3 inches up, and it's going to break, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But out here, the cost of land is so high, everything is so expensive that they have to cover their own costs to operate.
For sure.
So to play paintball out here, it'll never see the East Coast levels because the cost is so high. So honestly, I find more pleasure in going down to Oregon and hanging out with Greg Hastings for a weekend once every 3 months than to go play a game here at the whatever you want to call it here.
Now, is it just hanging out with Greg Hastings for the weekend or for the day it is, drinking some beers, having some fun, or is it the whole experience?
The whole experience, man.
What's he been teaching you? I'm sure he's taught you something.
Dude, the stories this man could tell you are just astronomical. The stories of him like burying his marker, climbing a tree to get away from people. Like it was everybody versus him kind of scenario. And, everyone kind of goes by, he climbs down the tree, unburies his marker, and then wipes out the entire squad. Like this dude's got stories. He'll tell you about the old school woods ball tournament stories of like, when you got hit, how did you cheat back in those days? As you're walking off the field, you were hand on your hip with your elbow pointing at the guy who shot you.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay. The best story I got from him one day, we were at Battle Royale, and he sees me. He's like, "Tim, you look tired." I'm like, "Oh man." He goes, "I'm wicked tired. I feel kind of sick, right? I didn't eat much that day. Wasn't really staying hydrated as much as I should have." He goes, "You know what I do when I'm on the field and I feel like that?" I go, "What's that?" He goes, "I find the binder line. I crawl under that rope. I go deep in about 20 yards, and I kick back and I take a nap. I wake up, and I go back out, and I get right back in the game like I didn't miss a beat."
Yeah, the stories.
I love Greg. He's awesome.
Man. Well, you did lose against him. We had a battle royale.
I did lose against him. That's probably because he hides in the bush and gets his energy and then comes back.
Hold on.
The voting battle royale.
Hold on. Brian lost against him.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah. So you both lost against him.
Dude, anybody who's played against Greg, whether it be an online tournament, a voting contest, or real life, That man is a snake in the grass, and he has taught me so many maneuvers on the field for flanking, taking your shot, and moving, relocating, and taking your next shot. Yeah, see, I don't even have one of those. He's like, oh man, I got to get you one of those. I'm like, yeah, you do. And he goes,
2 of them.
I got that.
He's out. He can't give me
Shoot me one.
I almost pulled the one off his uniform. I was like, I've been ripping your shit for so long. You owe me one of these.
He's a good dude. I played with him a couple of times. He's a legend of the sport.
Oh,
we're doing another battle royale. Obviously, last time John Adams won, so Nightmare, you're gonna be back, and we're gonna do like a maybe 15 or 16 Canadian, just a Canadian battle royale. We'll do another one. I'm thinking of doing like a US versus UK, maybe US versus Canada stuff. It'll be fun. We'll have fun.
Really getting bored, eh?
We gotta keep the show alive, man.
I hear you, man. I'm sitting here going like, man, I got 3 tanks of air. What kind of content can I create?
You know what you're gonna do next, right? I got some magazine to test next week.
Oh, I got some Wednesday, man. My super secret package arrives, and I'm going to beat the hell out of those things.
You're not getting it on Wednesday.
I'm sorry, but you don't deliver to my area, good sir.
No, nobody's getting their delivery on time. I guarantee you that.
I keep seeing Artwood posting in our group, and I'm just like,
yeah, he's in the chat. Stop making us jealous,
like, man. Stop that.
So here's my question. So you have 468 marker, you have the MG100, and you have the T15. Now, they're both 3 amazing markers.
Yes.
They're both 3 amazing.
Yeah.
Both 3.
Yeah. And
it's a French coming out in them. It's okay.
What did I say? They're both amazing markers.
They're both amazing markers. There's 3 markers there, man. 3, both. 3.
Oh, fuck you. All right. Excuse me, what
was I getting told last night, Chris? Have another Heine? What are you drinking, bro?
Hold on.
Rona.
Yeah, have another Coors.
All right. Which one is your favorite marker?
So it all depends on the scenario. By far, hands down, my favorite universal marker right now is the MG100.
Oh,
has to be. I can put a box mag on it that works flawlessly. Mine shoots ropes. I got the Hair 45 trigger in there. By the way, Deadly Windsor, I do apologize. I do need to. They sent it to me to review, and then Corona hit, and then I ran out of air. So I was like, how do I review of this trigger without air? Anyway, long story short, Deadly Winds, if you're watching, I owe you a review video. It's coming, I promise.
I don't know. List beside
them. So that's my favorite marker. It shoots. So when I was in Oregon the first time with it, I was shooting guys halfway across the field. Greg Hastings was reffing, and I was firing my first strikes, and he just turns and goes, I don't even know where that shot came from. He goes, all I heard was the whistle. It's so quiet. So where I play, Midway Paintball is my main field right now, because it's an old field that used to be booming in the 90s. It kind of went down, but now we're slowly resurrecting it. And it's this massive field, but one shot and everyone knows where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we were playing this game and I got shot by my buddy Dusty, and I had no idea where the shot came from. At that moment, I was like, dude, what are you shooting? He goes, oh man, I got the MG100. I'm like, I'm buying one of those. Right that moment right there, I'm buying one of those. I didn't hear the shot. All I felt was the snap.
Quiet. It's super quiet.
So yeah, he hit me with a first strike. I had no idea where it came from.
Yeah.
And he was only like 20 meters away. So I was like, okay, I got to buy myself one of those, which I did. So all around favorite shooter right now, MG100. I can put the box mag on it. I can shoot first strikes like crazy. It's got the drop down on it, so I can get behind the supremacy scope without 18 risers on it to make it 20 inches tall. You know, it suits my play style the way I like it.
Yeah.
It's very lightweight. My favorite round ball shooter of all time, hands down, the 468.
Yeah.
That lock bolt, man. I don't care what kind of paint you're shooting. If you're having a bad paint day, the 468 will not shoot it.
Now, see, you can get a mod for the T15. Slim had it done with the lock bolt. If you had that on your T15, would it make a difference for you? Or are you just used to that platform and that? Because I've noticed in 98% of your videos, that's what you are shooting is the 468.
Yep, 100%. The 468 was a beast, man. I'm going to give you an example right now.
No MG100.
I know.
Not for me. Not for me.
I knew he was going to say that.
Is right now aired up, sitting behind this computer desk. It's been aired up since October of last year. The air tank hasn't lost a friggin' pound of pressure.
And that's in what one? Sorry,
the 468.
A 468.
It's aired up, ready to go, right behind this desk. I just want to test it. I was like, left it on there because I used to do that between seasons. I'd forget about my marker. I just throw it away. The 468 is a workhorse.
Yeah,
you could throw it in your closet, put 2 drops down the ASA, put a tank on it, and she's good to go.
Yeah.
Regrease a couple O-rings.
I just don't like the mags.
And I'm not trying to hate on 468 or nothing.
Mags.
Those damn
I'm not trying to hate on them, but a couple of my teammates, they both ordered 468. They had them made for them. And when we were at, I'm not going to say no fields or nothing, but when we were at a game, neither one of their 468s would work. We took it to the text from them. Brian, I think you know what I'm talking about here.
I know what you're talking about.
We took it to them. They said they didn't even know what was wrong with it, why they couldn't get it going or nothing. I think it came down to the springs.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, I've never shot one myself. I've never used one, so I can't say for myself. But going from what I've seen from players on my team, they absolutely hated it. Now I hear other people, they speak about it like you do. That's their go-to. That's their baby. It's just, I think it's like one of those cars, right? Like, I don't like Ford. I like Chevy. I think it comes down to what you like.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. It's not going to work perfectly out of the box. I'm going to tell you that right now. It might. But right now, like what I had to do is I had to like start chopping springs. I got my my velocity to where I wanted it. I had one spring that I was like, okay, this spring will shoot, 280 to 300, guaranteed. And then I could just adjust it. Now there was a few things that led me away from the 468. First thing was the mags. If you got the black mags, the black Helix mags, I found there was 0 issues with those mags. But I like to see how many rounds I have. I used to play competitive mag fed. So knowing how many shots I had left was a huge advantage.
Major.
But after a while, the ghost mags, not ghost, smoke
mags.
Oddly enough, and I got a drawer full of them. They start the shells start splitting in half.
Oh wow!
Pressure. I don't know why. I don't know if it's different glue, a different kind of composite material, or what the hell it's made of.
They don't have a screw right in the middle of it.
No, it's
in the middle.
No, it's all toolless. The 468, the whole system is toolless, unless you're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Are they similar to the new First Strike ones, the Gen 2 ones? Are they similar to that, the toolless ones like that?
Very similar, yeah. So basically, you would just pop out. I wish I had a mag. I have a mag sitting over there, but anyway, regardless, you just pull it apart. The internals sucked on it. First off, if you lost the ball bearing or a spring, it was gone. So you always had to have a set of those on hand. But if you had the black ones, I found they were flawless. What turned me off from the 468 the most was I went to PRZ for a game, and I was getting a lock bolt lock up every second or third shot.
Oh, wow.
Their tolerances within the mag were so tight that when First Strike was kind of playing with the size of the rounds, which we all know about, I couldn't shoot. I spent hundreds of dollars to get to this event, hundreds of dollars on First Strikes.
Couldn't enjoy your day.
And I couldn't enjoy the day. And at that point, I was like, I'm so frustrated. I can't do this. I contacted the owner. I was like, man, here's the video. Check this out. Watch this. And it's me just cursing. I'm in the kitchen of PRZ, just trying to hit guys from like outside. And I'm cursing, fucking piece of shit. God damn. And I'm just banging it. I'm inserting mag, recocking it. I'm everything.
That was Honey Badger. That was Honey Badger.
Yeah, that was Honey Badger. Yeah. And I was furious. I still got a couple good videos out of it, which is great. Got 3 videos out of the entire thing.
You looked happy when I met you there. So.
Oh yeah, man. I'm always a happy guy in the field. If I'm out there shooting people, I'm in my element.
Your first Honey Badger, I took up Wolf, and that's when I believe that's the one when Ash came up, Hedgehog came up, right?
Yes.
Was it Drug Wars? Yeah. I had a bandana, an Armadillo. I had a red Armadillo bandana.
Yeah.
And I had all the E-celebs sign it.
I remember that. Yes.
I had all the E-celebs sign that. So I've got that stashed. I've got that put away in one of my closets sitting over there just for some good memorabilia, good times. You look back at that and you see those autographs and stuff like that. I love doing that. I still do that to this day. Like I had an Armadillo hat at the first battle royale we had at Flag Raiders. I had all the generals sign it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was one of the leather. They don't make the leather hats no more for Armadillo, and I had them all sign it with a gold marker. So to me, it's something, right?
Super professional, man. And I'm the same way. Like I've been hoarding my gear since day one. I've been doing this for 6 years. YouTube for 6 years. I've been playing since 2012, and I'm going through my gear now, and I'm just like, I got boxes upon boxes that I'm either going to sell for super cheap, or actually my original 468. So my first 468 from way back in the day. I have so many mags for it. I've got conversion kits out the arse from an E-trigger to the old Spider upper 2-piece assembly. Anyway, I got this whole thing and I'm going to put it on eBay for $1. No joke. I'm going to put it on eBay for $1 and see where it goes. Wherever it goes, it goes. I don't care. But like, I'm at that point where I'm going through all my old gear and I'm like, man, I remember this day. Oh man, I remember that day. Oh, this piece of kit. Oh, I remember using this. This is awesome. But it's all in buckets right now. And I'm like, I'm never going to use this again. I got to stop holding on to the past and realize, okay, I only need what I need to play.
We should do a paintball hoarders episode. Hey?
Sure, why not? We got a lot of topics.
Some of the stuff. Me, I look at it. If I didn't use it throughout this season, then I don't need it for next season. It goes. I messaged the guys on the team who wants this.
We got 20 minutes left on the show. I'm gonna do a little commercial break here, and first of all, thank all of you guys watching. Thank you for liking, following us, and God, I wish, and sharing, of course. We're really having a good time, and we're gonna keep this show going, especially now. So we're gonna start by big shout out to Sergeant Splatter, Deep Patel, King Deep. Thank you, sir, for your support, and of course, my home field Commando Action Center, the home of D-Day, one of the biggest games in Canada. Thank you, Dave and Marie, and of course, we couldn't have done a lot of the software that we use without our patron, Matt Sauvageau and AJ Small. So thank you guys.
Thank you
for your support. This is a question for Captain Nightmare there, the YouTuber / gamer. How it took you a lot of cojones to actually put a hopper on and make a video. Did you get a lot of hate on that? Because we both know some of those MacFed guys and MacFed Forever stuff, they really don't like hoppers. So how'd that work?
I honestly got a lot of love.
Did you?
Like honestly, the people who are hardcore MagFed paintballers, and I'm not talking about you guys. You guys appreciate creators. But there's a lot of, and I use the term hardcore loosely, that are like FE celebs. They're useless. They have no place in this sport, yada, yada, yada. They probably don't watch my shit anyway. So whatever. I don't care. But it was all the kids. They were like, oh man, I use that marker. That's so cool. The EMAC 100. Oh, when I go to the rental field, that's what I use. You can do that with that marker. And they loved it. It was fantastic. The same thing with the box mag video I did. People were like, well, why did you put a box mag on a MagFed gun? I was like, well, there's days where I want to go rip goddamn paint.
Yeah.
I want to send 20 shots down the field as fast as I possibly can. And why do I choose a box mag? Because I don't like it when a hopper gets in the way of my camera. I run a business.
Is that the only reason?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
That's fair. That's right. Not? You know what I mean? I love hoppers. Give me a Splatter 3. Give me a Geo4. Pine Cliffs, if you're listening, give me an LV 1.6. And I'm a happy guy. You know what I mean?
Strike, if you're listening, send me the drum mag. Let's do this.
No, like,
let's paintball companies reach out to me. We'll make a deal.
I'll do anything. No, I'm just kidding. Like that's the thing, though. I still till today make videos with my Geo, like speedball markers. Yeah, I don't care because, like, hey, buddy, I really like your MagFed, videos, but I don't like the other ones. Like, that's too bad, dude. I love them. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, and I really appreciate you actually using the EMAC with the hopper, having fun, dumping some pots. Sometimes you need that.
I love paintball. That's just it. So there's a division in paintball, and this is what's going to kill our sport is the division. And honestly, for a long time, I was like, I want to be that guy who bridges it all. Yeah. I want to be like, you want to play MagFed? Play MagFed. You want to play hopper? Play hopper. You want to play speedball? Play speedball. And I want to do it all. I own an HK T-Rex VCOM.
You can't say you love paintball if you don't play all parts of paintball.
I don't hate anybody who plays any different sport or any style. We're all playing the same damn thing. We're all shooting 68 caliber projectiles at opponents to eliminate them. That is the entire, how you do it. I don't care. Just play. And so, like, I would use a hopper all the time. Why? Yeah. Because I can shoot more paint. I hate to say it. Paintball.
It's fun.
100%.
It's really simple.
You got a guy with like 20 pods on his back.
Yeah.
And he knows how to play.
Yeah.
He's going to do a lot better than the MagFed guy who only 100%. Has now. I'm saying round ball only here.
Yeah.
We're all using round ball. He's gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Right. And you're gonna pop out once and he's gonna smack you in the face. Like when you can put down lanes. So why wouldn't you want to go down that route? Why don't I go down that route? Because I want to make cool videos. Yeah. I can't make cool videos with a hopper blocking my camera. My camera sits just above my eye line. You see what I see. When I peek through a bunker and I'm looking down and I look through a crack, guess what's looking through that crack as well? My GoPro. You are. So you're getting that true first person.
Is it worth making a sacrifice because you're creating content versus just really enjoying the sport? That's something that I, and I'm not saying I'm a big creator. Don't you start with me, guys. I'm just saying I've never wanted to make a sacrifice. I've always wanted to use my Speeble marker. I've always wanted to use my pump, and MacFit is what I love the most, right? But is it worth it making a sacrifice where, listen, you're going to make some content, but you're going to have to sacrifice using, let's say, an electronic marker or using a hopper? Is it worth it in your opinion?
What sacrifice are you making?
That's a good question right there.
What sacrifice are you truly making? You're out there and you're playing paintball. What sacrifice are you truly making?
Maybe you're not playing with your favorite marker that have a hopper that you can't put a box mag on.
So you know what I did is I went out and so my video that I had the EMAC out, I was out playing with the Air Force, a few of my coworkers, excuse me. I learned that if you tilt the marker slightly to the left, especially with the way the GoPro lens sits with it being upside down for me, is it's on over my right eye. So you take that marker, you tilt it to the left, you got a clear shot the whole way down.
Oh yeah.
HK put out these awesome barrel adapters that you can put a GoPro on. You can put a zoom cam on.
Yeah.
When I went down to Oregon, I was using the Vulcan Code. I had a zoom cam on it and a face cam off the barrel with two mounts. So they were facing opposites to each other. And one camera was pointing back at me. One camera was pointing forward. The hard part is because it's not on a rail system, it's a lot harder to get that perfect angle. And my zoom cam was obviously way off. I overestimated, and I was looking more at the ground than anything else. But you can do it. Doesn't matter what you use. If you want to make paintball videos, you will find a goddamn way to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was me. I lost my love for paintball. I was like, you know what? I am so done. I was after D-Day, I quit. Yeah. No joke. I quit. I had an amazing time at the event. I would not take a single thing. I love Commando Action Center, one of my favorite fields in Ontario. I pay the $700, $900 plane tickets out of pocket. I save up all year long with my YouTube AdSense revenue, and I go to that event because I love that event to pieces. I love Dave and Marie. I love the people, and it's a family reunion for me. I get to see all my East Coast buddies.
Yes.
But you know what got me was seeing my East Coast buddies.
Yeah.
I saw them. And it was a year. It was about almost a year since I last saw them. We hung out. We had 4 days of shenanigans in the hotel, going out to dinner, seeing them. And you know what? Honestly, that depressed the living hell out of me.
I bet.
I was like,
saying goodbye.
Yeah, it was like doing it the second time. I don't know if you guys ever watched my going away video from Seabreeze. The end of that video
with the cake in the face and all that.
Yeah, I tear up every time at the end of that video. Every time because I miss that family so much.
There's so much emotions going on in that, right?
When I went to D-Day and I saw my buddies again, I was like, yeah, this is great. I'll play ride home, head in my lap the entire way. I was like, why am I so upset? Why am I? And that was it. I was done. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
The reason why I play was for my buddies. And now my buddies aren't there. So it became really hard and it became very real. And then honestly, it was Greg Hastings who got me back out of retirement. He's like, come on up, man. He goes, you're down the West Coast, right? I said, yeah, man. He goes, well, I'm down in Oregon. That's 2 states down. He goes, how far away is it? Googled it, 6-hour drive plus a ferry. Ferry was included in the 6-hour drive. He goes, come on down. He goes, I'm going to show you a good time. Him and A-Train from Vulcan. Those two made me fall in love with paintball all over again. I went down. I used a hopper marker for the first time in 6 years. I had a blast.
So it was like starting all over.
It was, man. I felt like a kid. I was out there playing. It was such a damn good time. And I was like,
it's just my favorite part of D-Day last year was like 3:30. I had an injury last year and I couldn't really, there's a lot of games I didn't really finish. I'll play till like 3 o'clock and then probably sit down for like the last hour just to, lick my wounds, as they say. It was a very painful year for me, to be honest. I had a good time, but my favorite moment is D-Day last year before final battle started at 4 o'clock, where I kind of put away all my cameras in the car, put away all my markers. I was done. And then the final battle started and I can hear people like shouting and everybody shooting at each other. And I was like, oh my God, why am I here? And I talked to my buddy, Sean, DJ Sean, if you're watching, thanks buddy. And I borrowed his ETHA 2 and I borrowed his mask and I borrowed his pod pack and all that. And I asked a bunch of random guys, anybody got paint? I'm not even kidding. I got 7 bags. I was like, guys, I just need one. And I ran and I played, no cameras. Didn't care much if I'm, capturing anything, just to have fun. It was my favorite half an hour of the whole year. did you ever feel that maybe taking a break from recording? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it starts feeling like a job. Putting your cameras, leaving them at home, and just go out there and play with the market that you feel like using that day.
All the time, man. So back in my Seabreeze days, when I was trying to get to 100K subscribers, now, you know, I was grinding hard. I would work my Monday to Friday job. My weekend, my Saturday was with my kids. Sunday was paintball. Every night was editing. There was so many times where I got burnt out, and I talked to Tuna and Brad, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, why do I go out there? And, you know, I got to play my best every time. I gotta get that mad kill streak. I got to do something funny. I got to do something that's, oh my God, clickbaity. And there were so many times where I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to make videos. I just want to play. And here I am now, where people aren't really watching first-person videos as much anymore. And now I got a 468, my T15, and my MG100. All they're decked up, ready to go right behind here.
Yeah.
I picked them up, and they're so light without the cameras on them. And I'm just like, this would be a lot of fun to just go out and play.
Right.
But I tried that. And what ends up happening is I enjoy myself so much that I do so well. And I'm like, if I would have had a camera on me, that would have been a video.
Doesn't that happen all the time?
That would have been, you know, roughly $50 to $200, depending on what would have happened in ad revenue. You know, I got videos, single videos that have made me over $5,000.
Wow.
No joke. Google. I'm serious. My D-Day video from 2 years ago. If you type in paintball on YouTube right now, it is the #1 video that pops up. If you search incognito, which will take away all your search preferences and all that, my video is #1. And it's so clickbaity, it's not even funny. It's like paintball cheaters, paintball wars, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. But legit, that video has made me thousands of dollars.
My videos cost me money.
And so, you know,
I had one video nightmare that I lost $75.
Dude, I have videos like that all the time.
Or how many times?
My last video, I got $5 off of it.
Or how many times have you been out there recording? You think your camera's on, or you didn't turn it on, or the battery died, but you think it's going, and you're playing amazing. You're getting the kills, you're flanking, you're bunkering, you're doing everything that you should be doing, and you're like, man, this is gonna be a fucking badass video.
Yeah.
You go home, you're looking for your footage, and you're like, where the fuck is it?
All the time, man.
No. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I've had that happen a few times.
I always have a buddy check system. I'm like, is my camera recording? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do the same.
But the shittiest part is the times where I don't. It's like, oh man, you know, I played pump one time. I went into a pump tournament. I wiped the entire other 3 guys on the pump, the other team, hung the flag, boom, super happy. I was like, yes. Go to turn off the GoPro, beep beep beep, turns on.
Yep.
It's, you know, it's
and that kills it, man. Seriously, for anybody, I'm sorry if I'm going to kill anybody's dreams right now.
Yeah.
Making videos is going to kill your passion for paintball. At first, it's going to drive it. It's going to drive it. It's going to drive it. And you're going to get to a point where it's going to kill it, because eventually, if you're like me, you monetize it. It becomes a business. Now, every game you go out, you're thinking business 100%. I promise you, it's going to happen. You're like, how am I going to make money on this video? Nightmare PB is a business for me. I claim it on my taxes every year. And when you go out and you want to have fun, and suddenly you're not getting the kills you want, or the games aren't going there, you go home after a great day where everyone's like laughing, high-fiving, you know, you're having a grand old time, and you're the only guy going, damn, I didn't make a video today.
You know what it is? I'm going to say this.
100%.
I wanted you to be on the show because of all the experience you have and the knowledge, and because you are one of the few, what do you call it, e-celebs, creators, whatever it is, that actually was very, very honest to me a couple of years ago. And I told that to Tim. When I met you at PRZ, we were in Commando Dave tent, and we're chatting. And you told me, how's the YouTube thing treated you? And I told you, I don't know if you remember, I told you, I'm just having fun. I don't care. You are the only guy in this industry that actually looked at me and you told me the truth. What you just said right now, you told me it's a business for me. And I was like, you know what? That guy is freaking awesome because he's honest.
I have a question.
You kept it 100% real, and I respect that about you. And before Tim asks his question, and a lot of people hate on, you know, content creators. They don't know what you guys go through to create a video. They don't know that software costs money. They don't know that you are sacrificing maybe 10, 15 hours away from, let's say you would like to go fishing or biking or spending time with your kids to create something, and in return you're not getting anything major. That's the thing about those guys. And you guys do a lot for the sport. You guys are the only face of marketing, and without you guys the sport wouldn't be the same.
And this is why I've told you, before we started this podcast, sponsorships. Why am I not sponsored?
Yeah.
Why am I not sponsored? No one's going to pay me.
Yeah.
I don't want your markers. I don't want your gear.
It's the only sport that you get paid.
I don't care. Someone's like, hey man, we're going to give you this marker and now we own you for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Nike does not give a pair of shoes to Tiger Woods and go, we own you for 2 years.
Yeah.
No, they put money in his pocket. Sure, I'm not looking for millions. Scale it down to paintball size.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
You want your brand on every one of my videos, every one of my pictures. That is advertising for your company.
Yeah.
100%. So what are they going to do? They're going to go find the next guy in line. Once I give him my offer, I'm like, this is my cost per month to have me support you. You're going to get this many posts. You're going to get this many videos. You're going to get this many shout outs. And this is my promise. Like I have a business plan laid out. Like this is what I will give you. This is my, and it's not extravagant by any means. Trust me, it's not. I'm very smart with what I do. I know
got the numbers. You got the numbers.
I have my numbers, and I do my research. And then they go, yeah, no, we don't want that. I'm like, all right, cool. That's cool. I can rep any company I want.
Yeah.
And I can make deals where, okay, toss me a marker. Sure. Toss me a marker. I'll go make you 2 videos. That's my promise to you. Toss me 2 markers. Or I'll pay this price for it. And I promise you 2 videos or whatever. Unfortunately, paintball is still stuck in the 80s.
It's never left a stage where we're not a big sport yet. These things don't come with money. They don't come with this. That's where we're still stuck at. But the thing is, if they're approaching you for something, it's a business offer. Why is it weird that you counter with another business offer? That's why some of the haters, they just don't understand what the sport is. And by the way, all the guys who hate ECLabs, they sure do love them on social media. They love them when they're happy birthday, bro.
They love getting their pictures taken with you. They love getting the autographs.
You're awesome. And then they log out of Facebook, and guess what? These guys were bad. These guys.
I've only had 2 major haters in paintball my entire career. 6 years. 6 years of making videos. I've only had 2 major people that were super thorns on my side.
As Left Farmer Tim Kordick. All right, we know that.
These 2 guys are here. Neither of them are in paintball anymore.
But I have a question for you, Brian. When did you realize this was a business for you?
When did
it become a business?
When I had to claim taxes.
Oh, from your YouTube revenue.
Yeah. I think that's when I realized, like, okay, well, if I'm going to make money, I have to claim this. If I'm going to claim it, I'm going to treat it like a business, because in the end, I'm going to pay the government money on what I've made. For many, many years. It's so weird. I really wish we could go back to 2014, 2016. That was the prime time for paintball content creators. That's the apex right there.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I started.
That was the best days. YouTube's algorithm was so open. Every video you posted would go to every one of your subscribers. Every oh shit, where was I going with this?
Sorry, you got that notification button that you really hate.
Yeah, it's when I had to start paying taxes, that's when I started realizing that this was a business and I had to start treating it as such. And I enjoyed it. I liked being in charge of my own company. I had a goal, a dream. I was like, hey, my paintball money was not to my goal was to like eventually quit my job and go full-time YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But the adpocalypse happened, and that opened my eyes. I was like, that's never going to happen. This is a side business. When paintball, it started off as paintball paying for itself. Yeah. Back in 2014, 2012 is when I started playing. 2013, I created a channel. 2014, I started talking to Alabaster Slim on a one-to-one basis, and he's like, "Dude, destroy your channel, start over fresh." I made a bad business decision with this company. It's back in the day, we used to deal with multi-channel networks on YouTube, so they would say they would get you more ad revenue, but they would actually take like 50% of it.
Ooh,
it was gross. It was very disgusting. Alabaster Slim was part of it. And so anyway, that's when me and him became friends on social media. We actually started talking. I was like, hey, you're my guru. Show me what to do.
Yep.
And we did. And he's like, kill your channel, start over fresh. Right now, you don't want anything to do with this company that I'm locked in with. Start over fresh. And I did. 100%. And my goal at that point was to have paintball pay for itself. That's all I want. And honestly, that is still the same goal I have right now. When I go play, I'm not paying for it out of my own money that I work Monday through Friday with. I promised my wife and my family, never again would I touch our family money to go play paintball. I said, I'm going to work my ass off. I said, I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to make social media posts. I'm going to make affiliate deals. And that is how I'm going to pay for my hobby. And that is where I'm at. Like, honestly, my bank account at the end of every month is almost zero. Like I have my own paintball account, right? And it's zero at the end of every month because I reinvest all that money back into paintball, whether it be playing, camera equipment, lighting, programs, traveling. Yeah. Traveling is the biggest cost for being a paintball.
Especially you drive from out east. When you were out east, you drive from out east all the way to Ottawa, man. There's killer on gas.
12-hour drive you guys do. I think.
Absolutely. And now to fly back is a $700 flight.
Hey, big shout out to Tuna. I met him at Wolverine last year, and he's like, dude, we just drove here the same day who's playing. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude.
I drove 3 hours from Ottawa.
I miss those days.
Picton.
I miss those.
And I was exhausted. So big shout out to your boys, man. They're really good dudes. I really like. That's the end of the show. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Brian for being the guy that I know him, honest, and you're a nice guy. And I want to give you a shout out here and let the people who are watching know that this guy.
Quick shout out here.
Cut my shout out in half.
Only because I'm saying this. One of my biggest driving factors, honestly, and I don't credit him enough whatsoever. George Bellegrinis.
Yeah.
The troll that he is.
It's this guy.
The thorn in everybody's side in all social media posts. Back in the day, and he'll have to comment right here. Who bought you your first green screen lighting? He said green screen and lighting. Actually, it wasn't lighting, it was a mic. So back in the day, I went to the dollar store. The very first episodes of Bonus Ball, the first 5, guaranteed, were 4 pieces of green Bristol board up on a wall. Boom, right? And I was recording from a GoPro. Okay. That was Bonus Ball. That was me in front of a green screen. And he goes, dude, that is trash.
He would tell you that, eh?
That's George will tell trash. So I repped his 3D printed mounts, and I still do. 100%. His 3D printed mounts are the best on the market, hands down, because he creates them for individual masks. And so anyway, I repped it in a review video, and he said his sales went through the roof. Yep, right there. That one right there. He said he threw me $100. He goes, here's $100, man. He goes, thank you so much. He goes, it's the least I can do. He goes, now buy yourself a goddamn green screen and proper microphone. God damn it. I was like, all right, dude. And Bonus Ball took off from there. Bonus Ball had a better green screen, better mic, better audio. And Bonus Ball went on to have like 30 episodes. And then it became Best Paintball Fails. That's where I got all my views. And, he's the one who got me going, I don't need all this paintball equipment sitting in my house. And he's like, I went down to 1 marker, 1 loadout. I was like, why do I have like 18 loadouts? Why don't I just get rid of all the shit I'm not using? So I went through that the other day and I got rid of all that. And yes, I hear you guys. Bonus Ball, you miss it. The quarantine is on. Everyone's bored as hell. Bonus Ball might be making a comeback.
See something.
You heard it first here. Bonus Ball might make a comeback.
Actually, now that I have Dr. Rush here, I started a group called Paintball Content Creators, and this group is not designed to be a big group at all. This is a group where people like, go ahead, Tim, where people like Dr. Rush and Nightmare can actually go in that group and help the other creators. Dr. Rush did a nice live video where he showed them how to put a scope HUD on, and I'm hoping Nightmare will do the same. Also, Nightmare, you did help me out. I wanted you here because I wanted to thank you. All right. When I was trying to reach a goal like 500 or 1,000 subscribers, you gave me a shout out and you got me like, I don't know, God knows, 100, 150, God knows how much. But
Nightmare Nation, baby.
The idea is that you were always there to support your fellow creator, even though, we played with each other a couple of times. We don't really know each other, but I do know that you're a good dude and you've always been honest every time I talk to you. So I want to thank you for that, brother.
No bullshit, man.
Hopefully next year we'll be together in Ottawa for D-Day. And after that, Honey Badger. And after that, Wolverine, having fun because paintball is going to come back. MacFed is always going to come back. We're going to be shooting first strikes. I'm going to be rocking my MG. You're going to be rocking probably your MG 100 because you want to be killer on the field.
Unless these other paintball companies get out of the 1980s and they get rid of the blowback systems.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Paintball companies, up your shit.
Yeah. Create a nice engine, a good bolt. Now that Tim is here.
Yeah. We can stop batching the blowbacks.
Yeah. He didn't hear that one. He'll watch that later. He'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I really have fun, man. You were super honest, super awesome, like always.
I try, man. Honestly, and I say this to everybody: if someone has a question, ask me. I'm going to answer. I'll tell you the truth. It might not be the answer you want to hear, but I'm going to give you the truth. I've played internationally. I've made, like I said, that I was the top watched paintball YouTube channel for 3 months straight. Congratulations, Barker. By the way, you are fucking killing it. Seriously. But yeah, if anyone wants advice on what to do, I've been directing people to the content creators group on Facebook. There's a lot of information there. It motivated me to put out my last video. Unfortunately, YouTube like punched me in the gut and it was like, ha, you like making videos, do you? Well, here's 5,000 views instead of 20,000. So yeah, that kind of sucks. So I kind of like was kicking aside, but anyway, I just got to find my motivation again. I got a lot of shit coming up in my life. Like you said at the start of the podcast, I am in the military. I am a serving member. Deployments do happen. I know I have one coming up. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, dates unconfirmed. I was supposed to leave in June. Now it's like looking like August. So eventually I do got to say adios to YouTube. And I've talked to YouTube's, I had a person actually, a consultant from YouTube. Once you hit under 100,000 subscribers, they assign you a consultant.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I said, hey, here's my plan. I do have to get deployed. My channel's, I can't post videos. What's going to happen? She goes, yeah, good luck with that. So YouTube doesn't care about you. First off, I'm going to say that right now. YouTube does not give a shit. Unless you're feeding the system, it does not care whatsoever. Tie yourself to an affiliate program if you're an up and coming celeb, whatever you want to call yourself. If you're looking to be like me and just have YouTube pay, or not YouTube, paintball pay for itself, which is my whole goal, which I'm currently sitting at, do it. Like, look, seriously, this right here is my new hobby during the quarantine. This came from AdSense. This is from you guys watching my videos. This was bought to like, okay, so you know when you're talking about a video, right? And I'm sorry, I'm extending your podcast here.
That's okay.
You're in the middle of a video and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go attack this bunker. And we just talk about it.
Yeah, why talk? Now you can see.
Now I can go back on the field because my videos are always 2 or 3 months delayed. I can go back and I can record a quick video of the bunker I'm talking about. Inside, out, coming in, and say, okay, guys, I'm going to attack this bunker from this door right here. And I'm hoping that there's no one inside. You know, it really, it grabs the in-depth, what's the word I'm looking for? It brings the story. It drives the story forward.
Puts the viewer in your mask. He's seeing exactly what you're seeing. He's feeling the same way.
But luckily, I bought this thing and for that purpose. And my last few videos are supposed to have it. But now here I am just taking sunset videos and posting on my personal Facebook video.
I like them. I like the seal, I think, on the rock or something. I was like,
I live by the ocean, so there's
when I saw the seal like just laying down like that, not moving, I was like, that's like me Wednesday night. That's exactly what I was doing.
That's gonna be me like in 20 minutes from now. My kids are probably like in bed like right now because my wife. Oh, by the way, the success to a popular YouTube channel, have a good support system.
Yeah.
And I've said this on multiple podcasts before. The only reason why I am where I am today is my wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Big shout out to the wives, man.
100%. Tabitha, she does everything. I go to work Monday through Friday. I work an 8-hour straight job. Sometimes I work weekends. Sometimes I work 16-hour days. Sometimes whatever. She takes care of the kids. She feeds them. She clothes them. She educates them. When I'm like, hey, I'm going to go edit a video for 4 hours. Is that okay? Right now. I told her, I said 2 days ago, do you mind if I go on a podcast for a couple of hours or for an hour or so? She goes, oh yeah, that's no problem. I was like, well, you know, I'm going to want to have the downstairs area pretty quiet. Is that okay? She goes, I'll take the kids upstairs the entire time. You guys have not heard my kids once. They're upstairs. She's entertaining them. So that way I can be here on your podcast. She is the 100% reason why I am where I am on YouTube, because she's given me the time to do so. So
if he moves,
so when
his
the wives
camera,
say you're spending the day with us, you're gonna spend the day with her.
Let me tell you something. If you move his camera, maybe like 5 feet to the right or the left, there's a woman standing with a gun on his head. You better give me a shout out, bud.
Here, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. One second. I'm gonna break the fourth wall here.
He's gonna bring his wife.
since this is the end of the podcast, I'm going to give you guys a secret. Not a lot of people know this. My Twitch stream knows this, but you guys don't.
The green screen.
We know that.
Fake. This is fake. That's my kitchen.
It would have been funny if that was a shower curtain and somebody's actually taking a shower. That would have been sweet. I would pay myself money to watch this again. Well, when we end the show, Nightmare, you're gonna promise me one thing. You're gonna give us one of those. This is Nightmare when we end the show. So, Tim, brother, always a pleasure.
Yeah, buddy.
It was fun. You're gonna start work on Monday, and I want to thank you for that.
Tomorrow morning, buddy.
And I'm gonna take advantage. We have a new thing going on this show where if you are a paintballer and you are an essential worker, we want you to send us your picture with your paintball uniform and with your work uniform. We want to give you a shout out for all you guys who are essential in keeping this world spinning. So at the end of this podcast, thank you guys for watching. Nightmares. You got it, buddy. Come on, do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the Frontline Paintball Podcast. My name is Nightmare, and I will hopefully see you on the next one. But until then, Nightmare out.
Yes. Right on, guys. All right, brothers. Guests,